In this video, I'm going to show you a cool new feature in SnapLogic Flows that we have added with the November 2021 release, and we call it pipeline extensions. Oftentimes in organizations, IT team owns certain applications and systems such as core ERP apps or transactional databases or data warehouses used for analytics. A business user might want to interface with these systems to either pull data or push data from a variety of applications. But without right tools, business users have to rely on IT to execute such requests. Not anymore. Business users can now leverage data pipelines or workflows built by IT using SnapLogic Designer in workflows that are built using SnapLogic Flows, which is a dedicated interface for business users. Here, I have a simple flow that leverages pipeline extensions to put a record into Google Sheets target. And a pipeline that I have pulls this record from a database using a phone number for lookup. So this is my simple flow, and before I go on, let's quickly look at the pipeline. And the name of the pipeline is MSSQL-DB read new. So let's go to our designer to see that pipeline. So this pipeline is a very simple pipeline that just reads data from Microsoft SQL Server using the lookup snap, and that's exactly what it does. And just one note of reminder that for a flow to read a pipeline, both the flow and the pipeline have to be in the same shared folder inside a project space. Now let's go back to flow. Let's go back to our flow, and here this is the phone number. So the input for the pipeline is provided from within the flow. So this is the phone number that I want to look up using the pipeline, and after that I want to then look up the records that are being fetched from that Microsoft SQL Server database, and want to put that into a Google Sheet inside my Google Sheets endpoint. So it's a very simple database with these 5 columns, and I'm choosing to select all of those 5 columns. So I'm gonna save and go back. So it has this phone number, client ID, which is the name, and then this is the original record. So I'm gonna save and go back to flow. Now once I fetch the data from the database, I want to put it in the Google Sheets endpoint. So let's quickly look at, so this is my Google Sheets endpoint, and what I'm doing here is that database entry, which is pulled using that phone record, is then put into a separate spreadsheet, and I'm choosing to overwrite the existing spreadsheet. And here I'm doing a simple mapping where I'm just essentially picking a nice column names for my destination Google Sheets, and that's about it. So I'm gonna save and return to flow, and we will execute this flow. So we'll execute this flow by clicking on the play button. And so this is my Google Drive, and let's see, so it's running. Now the flow has been executed, and let me go back to my Google Drive. Let me refresh. So right now it is 5:04 p.m. Where I'm located, and if I go back to This is the new record, looked up record 5:04 p.m. and if I double click on it, this is what I have. So I'm essentially putting that data that I read from a database and putting that into a Google Sheet. So business user can essentially do business process by leveraging assets or records that are made available by the IT teams. Thank you for watching this video. To learn more about SnapLogic Flows, please go to snaplogic.com or check out the documentation. Thank you.